Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the last and final boot review. We've made it through the entire collection. This is going to be the last video until I finally can afford to buy some new boots, which will hopefully come along when we hit 1,000 subscribers and actually start making some money on YouTube and on this channel. So what we're doing today is, as you can see, we've got two pairs, mostly because I'm going to focus on reviewing this pair. This pair I can't really say too much about, unfortunately. We'll get into that a little later, but this is more of a bonus pair than an actual review. So the grand total of reviews is actually going to be 12, even though there's 13 pairs of boots, and that's just because this pair I can't really dedicate an entire video for. So we'll get into the bonus pair afterwards, but first let's start with these. These are by Madden Girl. The name of the model of the boot is called the Zilch. Some websites refer to them as motorcycle boots for some reason. I don't know why. Other ones refer to them as riding boots. They're really neither. They're just knee-high fashion boots with a slight heel. This heel's only about an inch, maybe an inch and a half. I haven't put a tape measure on it. But it is a nice solid heel. I really love walking in these. They make a great sound. I have a video of that up as well. In fact, I'll probably put a link in the description. These boots, unfortunately, were only available in up to a size 10, and I typically wear a size 11. I thought because they didn't have a high heel, I could squeeze my big feet down into a 10, which I can, but it's really, really difficult for me to get these on because there are no zippers. There's no zippers, there's an elastic goring all down the side here, but it's not super stretchy. I mean, you get maybe a 1/4 inch of movement on each side. And it does not go down into the heel area. It stops right below this buckle here. So unfortunately, getting my foot down in there, the distance between this part and the heel is really tight. I mean, exceptionally tight. I've worn size 10 boots before. And I can generally kind of cram my foot down in there and it's not that uncomfortable. These are insane to put on and take off. Once they're on, the foot area is fine. It's not really crushing my foot. It's tight. It's okay. Yeah, it's tight, but it's not uncomfortable. I could still wear them for a few hours and feel okay. But to get them on and put them on and take them off it takes me forever of just my foot's just barely making, a couple millimeters of movement each time I go to try to shift. It's like, okay, I gotta pull in the front, pull in the back, pull in the front, pull in the back, pull in the front. And eventually my heel slowly works its way up out of that heel cup. They made a real deep heel cup on here. So it just makes it really hard to get your heel up into the back there. So unfortunately, I'd like to say I could tell you if they fit true to size or not, but because they're a size smaller, I'm going to say they probably either A, fit true to size, or B, run a little large because I can jam my 11 foot down into the size 10 and it's not unbearable. So they may end up running a little large. If you happen to find any online, that is. They seem to have been discontinued. I think Madden Girl, along with all the other designer brands like the G by Guess and whatnot. This was only run for a couple of years at most, and every time I go looking online now, I only find very select sizes. Like I just looked before it started filming to try to get updated pricing, and I only found size 6 and 7 on Amazon. That was it. It was, sizes 6 or 7, very specific. I know the camera doesn't really show well with this pair of boots for some reason. Well, also with my other gray pair of flat boots. These are not brown. I know the camera probably makes it look like that. I'm going to do what I can to try to correct it in my post editing, but they're actually a taupe color. These were available in a deep chestnut brown and taupe. And these are taupe. Like I said, I know it doesn't really show up well on the camera. I don't know if maybe it's because the blue background behind me. It always throws all the coloring off. When I'm doing editing, I look like super orange tan. And I got to try to correct that as much as I can. But these are actually a taupe color. They do feature this little buckle here. It's not functional. It's all sewn into it. You can't really take it off. In fact, it's supposed to look like it's no, it's just a single. Okay. I thought it was a double loop that came all the way around here, but this is actually a separate strap altogether. It does have this kind of fun little extra detail where it's a little taller in the front than it is in the back, which I actually kind of like that look. You could theoretically fold that down. There is a little bit of material on the inside where you could fold that, but it kind of turns out awkward. I don't know how well that would work. Maybe it works a little bit. I don't like it myself, so I just wear them this way. Basically, the pad on the inside, the footbed, it's slightly padded. I think some of my other boots have more padding in there. So for comfort, it's hard for me to tell because they are technically too small for me. So my opinion is a little biased on it. I'd say comfort, they're probably a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, just because they are slightly padded and they're flat. So, I mean, they're not going to be that uncomfortable. Again, these were by Madden Girl, which is the lesser, cheaper brand of Steve Madden. I think he's got like 3 lines. I think there's a Steven by Steve Madden as well. But these are Madden Girl, which is their cheapest line. So this is not real leather. This is all polyurethane. But it's one of the softer pairs of polyurethane boots that I have. It's not really stiff. It's not real waxy. It looks kind of glossy in video and whatnot, but it's decent. For being a cheaper pair of or cheaper brand of boots, they're actually really well made. The stitching's all done real nice. Everything feels real durable. I certainly wouldn't mind buying them again, but I'd also love to see what real Steve Madden boots look like as well. They're more expensive, higher lines. If their cheap brand looks like this, I can only imagine what the better stuff is, especially for materials. Like I said, this polyurethane is real good. I really like it. I definitely will be trying to buy some more later on. So pricing, if you do happen to find them, pricing is probably between $30 and $50. I think I paid 30 something for these. Again, it's if you can find them, that they have been discontinued. So best of luck to you if you do want to try to search them out. So with that pair, that one there's just about all set. We'll move on to the bonus pair. These are, I don't know the model name of them because they didn't have a box when we got them, but they are made by J-Lo, which is pretty much exclusively found at Kohl's. My wife happened to see these while she was out shopping, and they were on a clearance rack with no box, so she snagged them. They were obscenely cheap because they were on clearance. I want to say she maybe paid $10 for them. Unfortunately, they're a size 9. Now, I was having trouble jamming my foot into a size 10 flat. Size 9 with a heel. It ain't happening. I've tried multiple times with stockings on to try to get my foot be a little more slippery. I've tried different times of day where my foot might be more swollen than other times. Yeah, there are times where I can't even get my feet into these because my feet are just too swollen and it ain't happening. It's like, oh, no, we're a little puffy today. It's not going in there. But this pair I have literally never worn. And because they were on clearance, open box, because they didn't have a box, I couldn't return them. So I just kind of hung on to them. I don't know why. I just couldn't bear to throw them away because they are still brand new. I mean, literally never worn or anything. So that's why I said I can't really talk much about them, because I've never worn them. I don't know if they're comfortable. I don't know how the fit is on them. I can only say they were really, really cheap. They're not real leather, that's for sure. But I mean, they look really nice. I love the belt. Everybody that sees pictures of them love the belts that are all around them, with the studding and whatnot. But I can't wear them. So I can't. Like I said, it's the last pair of boots that are in the collection, and I can't really talk much about them other than, hey, they're really cute. They were really cheap and they're really cute, and I wish I could pair them up with a pair of skinny jeans or something, but I just can't do it. There's no way for me to jam my foot in there. If anybody wants to take them off my hands, I'm willing to sell them. So you can leave a comment or contact me in my email that's in the about section of my channel. There is an email address over there, and you can just send me an email if you're interested. Typically try not to ship overseas though, so international customers, I'm sorry. It'll be way too much money to ship these over there, I can guarantee you that. So anyway, again, that was the final boot review. I'm hoping that the channel continues to grow slowly. I'm gonna try filming some more walking videos sometime in the near future. I've just been kind of working on some other things. And we did hit 350 subscribers, which I appreciate you guys. We did drop back down under 350 because a couple of people left, and that's perfectly fine. It's your own choice. I'm not gonna try to beg anybody to stay, and I can understand with my my schedule of video making that right now I'm not putting out content at the same pace that I was. I think I was actually a little too quick on that, doing 2 or 3 videos every other day. I got kind of rambunctious with it, and now I've sort of run out of material. But like I said, I'm going to work on trying to do some more walking videos. Everybody seems to like that, and please give me some suggestions. Anything you guys want to see. You want to see another pair of boots? You want me to try to feature another pair? Maybe do a re-review on a pair. If you want to hear me talk more about them. You want to see something on the channel that you hadn't really seen. The only thing I refuse to do, and I've gotten a few requests for it, is wet and messy videos. I do not want to get my boots all wet or all messy or both in the same time. It's just not something I'm into, and it's not something I want to do, because I like to try to keep my boots as nice as possible and make them last as long as possible. Because I have such limited funding, I don't have money to just replace boots. If one of you guys are really into it and you really want to see that and you want to send me a pair of boots to get all wet and messy, sure, no problem. I'll do that all day long. But my collection is so long to build it up to where it is. I don't want to ruin any pairs and suddenly now, oh well, this pair's trash because I got them all wet and messy, especially like the leather ones and whatnot. You start getting them too wet and too screwed up, and then it's hard to get that to come back. So with that being said, like I said, if anybody wants to see a particular pair get wet and messy, if you buy me a pair, sure, no problem. Send me a used pair that is going to fit in a size 11, no problem. Just contact me via email. We'll work things out, work out some details on where to ship them, and I'll see if I can't make you a custom video. So that being said, like I said, thank you for watching. I appreciate everything, and I hope to see you guys back soon. Thanks.